All right, today I will talk to you a little bit about the validation vacuum that many entrepreneurs gets into. So pay attention because I've gone through a lot of pain with this myself, and you might be able to identify with this as well. So I'll be going through some slides here and take you through a whole exercise here that we can, use on ourselves to better in this environment. All right, if you know already now that you'd like to know a little bit more about this, there's a link for you right in the description that you can click on. So go there right now. If not, continue watching and I'll teach you more. Getting the right feedback at the right time. That is really crucial because if you are getting wrong feedback early on, guess what? That's the number one killer of any idea or any thought or any effort you're going to make. So you want to make sure you get those or that type of feedback from the right type of people. So that is number one. That is absolutely crucial. And many people ask family and friends, which I've talked about before, that you should not ask. You're asking them for advice. That's like asking a vegetarian to give you a feedback on a steakhouse. Think about it. Why would you do that? Because they have, let's call it hang-ups or other impressions about you, and that's going to be factored into their feedback. And if they're also not the right target market, how in the world are they going to give you the kind of feedback that your avatar, your true customer, would actually give you? Think about it, right? And sharing your ideas with average people, they will also very often project their own fear and insecurities and also failures. You want to talk with people that are positive, that are have your best interest in mind, and also understand what it is you are trying to do as an entrepreneur. So I'm not saying give you inflated hope, but at least be positive. Look for the opportunities, look for the positive side of things. Just the same example I'm saying, hey, if you're starting a business, if you know how to make money early on, make that money as early as you can, even if your product is not finished. This is another technique I'm also being exposed to, like saying, let's say you're building a course. You can grandfather somebody in and give them a very special deal early on and say, hey, I am building a course out while I'm working with my customers because I want to customize it to people like you so that you can get exactly what you want. And if somebody hears that, they go, wow, this person really cares about me, and he's going to tailor his course or seminar or what have you around me. So that's also you want to think about. And many visionaries throughout history had been told by other people that were not managing to see their big vision and totally killed amazing ideas, probably obviously ideas and things that we don't even know because they never got off the starting blocks, right? Because they couldn't see beyond present time what the future might be holding. And that's where many of us entrepreneurs were producing products and services and ideas and concepts for people that they haven't even touched on. So you want to make sure you ask the right people again that can understand what the future might bring. So if you're starting to hear more and more of the lines that saying, oh, that won't work, or that's not practical, or who's going to want that, then that's for sure to kill your idea. So you want to avoid people like that. You want to surround yourself and ask questions of people that can actually give you that little hope that's realistic, hopefully too, right? To give you true feedback, right? I have personally scrapped more than just 3 ideas that you see being in the slide here. Tons of ideas that I thought was great that I just couldn't get off the ground because either the vision wasn't there from the people that I talked to and that killed my spirit, or maybe the timing of the market was also not right. I remember a story about myself actually. I started a company called Play on Demand in Silicon Valley in the late 1990s. This is just when the internet had just starting to boom and all of that started happening. But it was before the iPod that came by Apple, right? Where you could now take with you tons of music and files with you. And before the smartphone also. So people didn't have access to my content very easily. They had to go to their computer to listen to it. And I would upload all these great content from speakers from Silicon Valley talking about the next big idea. I even remember recording Google at a little bar in San Francisco. They had a presentation there at during the evening, not when the bar was open, obviously, but for select people. And I recorded them, and I was like, oh my God, looking back, it's like that was Google. Can you imagine? And so and this is when Netscape was around, Alta Vista. That was your browsers. Google wasn't even on the map. So those kind of things are, if I had been seeing the future a little bit longer, so to speak, and hung in there a little bit longer. Now we're talking about 3, 4, 5 years. That's a long time to wait for a technology. So the timing wasn't right for me. Had I come a little bit later, my whole concept with providing those kind of meetings would have seen a whole different light. I'm confident about that. And also getting feedback that's not precise or more focused, it's also not helping you. So then it's better not to get the feedback, because that gets you more confused and more unfocused and obviously much less successful. Another key thing that I think you need to pay attention to is that you go through different stages of development in your business idea and concept. You want to, if you can, you want to get the advice from people that understand the stage that you might be going through and give you the right nudge at this point. So you want to always think with the end goal in mind, but sometimes you don't know exactly what the end goal is. So you want to just find out at least, okay, at the stage we're in now, what's the best thing to do? Maybe proof of concept. Would somebody actually pay for it? Hello, hint, hint. Those are important things, because when people are willing to pay for something, if you can paint a picture for them what you're about to produce, that'll give you a strong indication that it'll be successful or not. But here's another important thing. Saying that they will actually pay for it and actually doing it, a big difference. So as soon as you can, would be my advice to you, if I'm going to give you anything, find out if people are willing to pay for it and how much. What value are you bringing to the table? And are they willing to actually pay for it? You want to make sure that, okay, what if I gave you a prototype? Would you be willing to pay $50 for this or $1,000? Find out if you can give them a prototype that actually works and helps them right now. And then you can say, hey, I will grandfather you in, so you will get the finalized product at the same price you paid for it now, just for trusting in me. Those are the kind of things you can work in, and that's a great idea, by the way. So over the years of being in masterminds that are small and tight, where they really know me and know my personality, capabilities, and future aspirations, and tenacity and insights and connections and God knows what have you, it's much better to get advice from people like that understand you than getting information or feedback from 100 other people that are not understanding where you come from and what you're capable of and where you're heading. So you want to try to get really specific feedback. As you can see from this slide here, calibrated feedback sessions. Maybe a 15-minute structured, very intense, on the point feedback to you. That's worth its weight in gold. And if you can sit down with somebody and say, hey, I want your feedback on this, this, and this. Could you give me 10, 15 minutes of your time and just narrow in on these 2 or 3 or this one item that you want feedback on from somebody that you think is the right person to give you that feedback. And those sessions are not about making you feel good or that you're doing the right thing. Well, of course, if you are doing the right thing, you want to hear it. But it's about being brutally honest and really tear apart what it is that you're doing. Ask good questions. So hopefully they are asking you really good questions. And hey, can you fund this? Or how are you planning to fund it? Or what is your end goal? What's the big solution that you're providing for people? What's the pain problem that you're taking away from somebody? You need to be able to very specifically clarify that and nail that down during this conversation. That's crucial. And in the next slide, as you can see here, the 3-2-1 framework at work. So you ask for the 3 strengths that your idea has. Then you and you look for 2 improvements that you can ask about some areas, right? And 1 specific action item that you can take. What is it that you can do right now to get a step further till the next time you talk to that person, or next week, or whatever timeline you give yourself? And of course, getting validation from people who actually been there, done that in the area you're stepping into, that's really, really important. So many people think, oh, there's too competitive, too many competitors in that area, blah, blah, blah. Well, you want to go into an area where there is demand being a whole, so what do I call it, a blue whale in a brand new market can be good, but it's also very risky. Now, would you want to go in and sell where many other people are selling and try to be a little bit different and better? Any day of the week, because you know there's a market there. Creating your own market is very tough, requires a lot of capital and a lot of smarts to be able to break in and create your own market. Whereas going into a market, like I'm repeating myself here now, going into a market that's already has a demand, you're solving a problem, but you're doing it better and maybe in a smaller niche, more specific niche that others haven't explored or exploited as well as you are thinking about doing, then that's big time game changer. And when you've gotten the right validation and you have the right structure in place, there's nothing more that will fuel you more than this, because now you know that you've been talking to the right people, you're getting results, you're seeing traction, and you're pushing harder and harder towards that. And that's exactly what you want. That's what an entrepreneur is looking for. Somebody that sees what you have, you are proving it in the market. The market is validating what you've been doing, and you get feedback. There's nothing better than that. I actually get goosebumps when I think about that, because it's so important for the entrepreneur to get that real life validation back from the market to say, oh, I'm on the right track. And that's also what I'm doing here now, producing these videos. I'm looking for people. Are they going to watch it? Are they going to comment? What are they going to do? I'm looking for validation. I'm looking for not only inspiration, but I'm looking for people that say, hey, I want more of this, or I want more of that. I'm still trying to find that. Maybe this is the video, maybe it's not, maybe another video, but I'm here to find out. So click below if you like this, comment, let me know. And I know people in my community that's taken a concept to market in a very short time. And that's the kind of stuff that when you know somebody's on fire and they're moving and hustling and making things happen, that's exactly what you're looking for too. If you find that momentum, don't stop. Like my father used to say, if you feel like working, work. So, sometimes I don't feel like working, I won't work. But when you get the urge to work, then my father said, work. And that's exactly what you need to be doing too. Don't hustle around without making any results, just to hustle around. Hustle around because you're going after something you're really, really passionate about. Yeah, and this next slide here is very, very important, because one of the most dangerous things that we could face as an entrepreneur, that it's not about being wrong. You want to get the no's and the feedback that you're wrong very early on. It's the perpetual uncertainty, because you're getting the wrong type of feedback. That's the worst thing that could totally happen, because then you're spinning your wheels over and over again and you're not going anywhere, and you're wasting your time and your money and everything else. So to get more support and more kind of feedback in whatever direction you're going, you need to get yourself into a mastermind group. Click the link below right now, set up a call with me, find out how you can get involved with this community. I'm helping people get matched up with other mastermind people that are interested in being in a mastermind group. I'm teaching you how to start your own mastermind, pick the right people. Obviously, it starts with your own focus first, where you want to go, and then how do you attract people that are like-minded that you also can help, because it's not only about you, it's about everyone else in the group too. So the more people you help get what they want, you can have everything you want. This is almost a word-by-word quote by Zig Ziglar, and he was right. So click the link below now, set up a call, find out if this is for you. I'm here to help you as well. And I'm so proud that you watched this video. Let me know if you subscribe and like as well. And I'll see you on the other side.